Microtransaction man strikes again. Will the terror never cease as Assassin's Creed Unity is going to have microtransactions? Hooray! No. Basically, you can use real money to buy items and gear and weapons without having to basically unlock them through play. And this came direct from the producer Vincent Pontbriand, who said to OXM after a presentation at Gamescom this week that this was, quote, pretty much the extent of microtransactions in the title. And then he also said that such models would not be adopted into core game experiences unless it, quote, made sense. And then he went on to say, quote, companion apps, monetization, other business models, digital only. We have to be reactive to these things, but not necessarily fundamentally change what we're trying to do. It depends. If we think it fits the gameplay or the brand itself, the core values, we're willing to take those risks. If not, then not. We're not going to make any compromises. Now, unfortunately, he didn't give any more information on how microtransactions are actually going to work, and they weren't really explained in full in the early build demonstration, which was shown at Gamescom. Now, from the sound of it, this is for the single player only. If it's for the multiplayer, then this is a completely different discussion, but judging from the wording, it's for the single player only. Now, that's not as bad as it being in a multiplayer game that isn't free to play, but I still disagree with this heavily disagree. Because it may be the case that the only experience you are changing is your own, which is fine, but the principle remains that I've just paid probably about £45 to £49 or $60 or whatever the balls for your title. I should not then be asked for more sodding money on top of that. Yes, it's optional, but that's not the point. They shouldn't be in the game in the first place. This is a full-priced AAA release, not some sodding indie free-to-play game on Steam or any free-to-play game or whatever. It doesn't have to necessarily be an indie free-to-play game. Any free-to-play game, okay, fine, microtransactions, whatever. You've got to make your money, cool. No problem with that, but once money has changed hands for me to even put your sodding game inside my console or my PC or whatever the balls, you should not be then asking for more money, especially when it's a full price title. If it was like a $15 game, I could probably let it slide, but not when people are paying like £45 or $60. I'm sorry, but Ubisoft, what are you doing? Stop it! You used to be one of my favourite developers and publishers, one of the guys who actually seemed to have their head on their shoulders and could be trusted to not do silly, stupid things. But in the last year or so, some bollocks crap has come out of your mouth and some really bad decisions, and this has got to take the cake. I'm sorry guys for getting so angry, but Assassin's Creed is one of my favourite franchises, and to see the horrible scourge of microtransaction man potentially fuck up one of my favourite franchises by one of my previous favourite developers who have well and truly lost that standing in my mind, I just want to see this stop. Seriously, I really want to see this stop. No microtransactions in full-priced games. Yes, it's only for the single player, but that doesn't make it okay. It just makes it not as bad. So, yeah. Fuck off with the microtransactions, any AAA game ever. End of story.